brightest of plain, it's WannabeJacks back with another video. What's up, guys? And since it is September, and we all know what that fucking means, it's back to school time. That's right, guys. If you are a student, you've either gone back or you're about to go back, because fuck September.
It's really hard being triggered all the time, and I'm not taking it all the time for me at this point.
Now, around this time, a lot of videos come out with top tips and tricks for surviving the school year, and most of the time they're complete bullshit. I say this because most of them are like, hey, get organized, do your homework on time, do your project when you get them, stay on top of things. As great as that sounds, there are people like me who are procrastinators. In fact, I would say a solid 85% of people who go to school are procrastinators, or just really, really fucking sick of the school system. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna make a top tips and tricks list myself, but keeping in mind procrastinators and lazy people such as myself. Number uno. In school, it doesn't actually matter if you do it on a test or if you do your homework all the time. What matters is, does your teacher like you? As in, if a teacher doesn't like you, no matter if you do your homework or not, it's always gonna be fucking wrong. But if a teacher likes you, any excuse under the sun is more likely gonna work. Such as, oh, I genuinely left it at home. I genuinely forgot to do it. I genuinely lost my copy. If the teacher likes you, success. If not, well, you were fucked anyways. So one of my top tips and tricks is to basically just do your homework for the first 3 weeks. Just work hard the first 3 weeks, get on the teacher's good side, make it out that you're a good student, and you're fucking sorted. Number 2, join a club. Now you might be thinking, how the fuck is joining a club gonna help me? Let me fucking tell you. First of all, clubs are a great way to make friends, especially if it's your first year in the school, but fuck that shit. Secondly, the best thing about joining a club is you get out of class. Especially if you're in a musical or sports, because sports equal matches, musical equals rehearsals. Now, I'm not just saying to join a club to get out of class. Don't do that. That's just, something's fucking wrong with you. I'm just saying it is a plus. But clubs also can get you closer to certain teachers who run the clubs, which help with, you know, trick and tip number uno. Number 3, make cheat notes. No, wait, no, I didn't mean like that. No, don't cheat on tests. Do not go and cheat a test and then refer to my video. No, what I mean is, when you have a test coming up, write out cheat notes if you're genuinely going to use them, as if like, okay, what do I need to know to pass this test? Write it down, say to yourself, oh, I'm going to use these notes, I'm going to cheat, I'm going to use these notes to cheat, and then don't. The thing is, if you write out those notes, and they're going to be your cheat notes, without realizing it, you're actually studying. But you're tricking yourself into believing you're actually going to cheat, which seems easier and more fun and more adventurous. However, you're actually studying. Number 4. Now, this one only applies if you buy lunch in school and if you have a locker lock, or lockerly loo, a locker dock. So this, I guess, tip, but it's not really a trick, is always have spare money in your bag and always have a spare key. Because trust me, you will at some point in the year come into school forgetting your lunch money, and some point in the year you will lose your key. Always have a backup, always have a backup plan, okay? Okay? Now let's move on to number 5. Keep note of things. What I mean by this is, if there's a project coming up, if there's a test coming up, if there's a match coming up, write it down somewhere. You will forget, and I know, trust me, as a procrastinating, lazy person, I know it is difficult to write things down, okay? I had a school journal once. I wrote like nothing in it. I constantly forgot what my homework was. I was constantly asking other people because I was too fucking lazy for that 1 minute in class to write it down. But do. It will save you. It will literally save you. Number 6, mug in your locker. What I mean by this is, sorry, I'm not going off camera. I have this mug in my room. As you can see, it has a ruler. It has a paintbrush, it has pencils, it has colouring pencils, it has pens, it has everything. So whenever I need to write, colour, rule, anything while I'm at my desk in my room, I can because my mug. And in school you will constantly lose erasers and sharpeners and pencils and pens and rulers and protractors and whatever the hell you have, you're gonna lose it. So having that little mug in your locker, if it fits, I suppose, and if you know you're not gonna break it. It's just a cheaper version of those like little locker things, you know, those like metallic things you can put on your locker, and it's like a little holder you can put pens in. I mean, why pay like $12.99 for that when you have a fucking free mug at home? Boom, sorted. Never lose anything ever again. And if you do, hey, you got a spare in your mug. Number 7. Clearly label your notepads or copies or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Because trust me, I have done the thing. The thing as in, if you have 2 green notepads, one's for French, one's for English, guaranteed one day you will bring the English to the French and the French to the English and look like a fucking idiot. Number 8. Now this one is something that people tell the opposite to in most of these videos, and honestly it pisses me off so much. When people say, hey, when you're doing your homework, do the hardest thing first and then the easiest. Why the fuck would you do that? Not my worst, but my toughest subject is definitely maths, okay? And the homework is really freaking hard sometimes, especially when you can't get that one fucking sum that you keep redoing, but it's not the right answer because you checked the back of the book and it's not the right answer and you don't know how to get the right answer, and oh my god, I'm going back to school tomorrow and I'm going to have to deal with this. If you do that, if you do your hardest subject first and you start getting frustrated, you can't get the answer, you just want to throw your book out the window, guess what? You're going to lower your morale, you're going to lower your determination, you're going to hate school, you're going to hate your homework, you're just going to get frustrated. In my personal opinion, the best thing to do is do your easiest subject first. Start ticking them off in your homework journal or whatever, saying, oh look, I'm halfway done, I'm almost done, I just have 2 more subjects to do. Even if they're the hardest thing, even if they're the longest thing, you know you're after completing all these different tasks, you're feeling good about yourself, you're feeling motivated, your morale is high, you are ready to take on the harder subject. Number 9. Sometimes you gotta take a breath, okay? You know, you forgot your homework, you forgot your lunch money, you didn't use my fucking backup plan I told you about. Your project's due tomorrow, you've nothing done, your club activities are piling up, everything's just a mess. Just take a breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Trust me, sometimes just stopping, taking a breath, realizing where you are, can just calm you down and, you know, help you not mess up further on in the day. Number 10. So this one I guess really links in with number 9, as in it's about just kind of calming down, taking a moment and just picturing the future. It can be really difficult when you're in the middle of a school year and you're doing subjects that you know you probably are never going to use in your life. You're learning a language that you never want to speak and that is in a country that you never want to visit, and you're sitting there like, what am I doing with my life? And your morale is just like down here. You feel depressed, you feel sad, you don't want to go to your classes, you don't want to do your homework, you're just completely demotivated, and all people are telling you is you're not trying hard enough, you're not doing your best, you're just lazy, and you're kind of sitting there like, well, you know what, maybe I fucking am. I'm not going to bother with anything. It happens to everyone. All you can really do in a situation like that is just picture the future. Picture where you want to go. Picture what you want to do in 5 years. Look at school as a stepping stone to where you want to get, and realize no matter how much you sulk, you're gonna have to do it. And I know it is so horrible, but all you have to think about is, hey, if I endure these next few years, then I get to do this and this. Example, one of my biggest loves is traveling, and the first thing I want to do when I leave school is travel. So sometimes when I'm, really sad about school, I'm like, oh god, I messed up that project, I failed that test. I knocked over the mic. Maybe I've had a bad day, teacher got mad at me for a reason that was stupid. Things pile up. I look at these books, I have 3 of them. So this one is 501, this is not a sponsor by the way, 501 Must Visit Natural Wonders. I couldn't think of the 3rd word. Natural Wonders. And I looked through the book, and as you can see, it has these really pretty pictures of all these different natural wonders. I have another book that's 501 Must-See Destinations, and another one that's 501 Must-See Cities. And whenever I just feel like I can't do this anymore, I look through the books, I'll pick out places I want to go, I'll imagine myself being there, I'll imagine myself doing this and that, and then when I go back to the schoolwork, sometimes it makes it that little bit more easier knowing that what I'm doing is going to get me to where I want to be. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope somehow some of this helped. I'm not a philosopher or anything, so haha, hope this worked. guys, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, comment below your thoughts on the video. If you haven't already, don't forget to tap that subscribe button delicately, as it's a delicacy, and I will see you guys in the next video.